of us, and we are already in the first series of the day. And this is a best of three, if I'm not mistaken, between RRQ and ONIC PH. Now, looking at the draft, Popolin Koopa and an Atlas on the side of RRQ. Meanwhile, a Ling and a Kufra being banned out by ONIC PH. RRQ immediately going for the Uranus pick, meaning that ONIC PH might actually go ahead and go for the thumbs and an Esmeralda, or thumbs and a Jawhead, or thumbs and one of their core, because one of those are one of the a better securing your better off lanes would automatically entail for you to have a good game, so to speak.
Even if the meta has evolved and we are slowly straying away from the 1-3-1, ladies and gentlemen, you are still just as good as your side laners. And here we see both teams understanding that completely. Again, Uranus for RRQ, ONIC PH here, getting the Esmeralda, who has just been raising her stock unbelievably so through the past couple of months, and of course Luo Yi. Nomad, how do you feel about Luo Yi? People have started to figure out how to use her, and even our local boys here, ONIC PH, have started to pick it up. What do you think?
Well, the fact that Luo Yi has insane AoE in the early game would really, entitle you guys to go ahead and go for big team fights. Plus the added fact of her ultimate, where you can just relocate towards the backlines of your enemies. That's a price that you can always go for. But looking at RRQ, going for a Valier and Yu Zhong, that is a bit concerning. Yu Zhong is one tanky hero, let's say the least. And once he goes to the Black Dragon form, no forms of CCs can't stop him, and he will consistently deal out a lot of damage. Carry, on the other hand, is being hovered up here. Would more than likely be a wise carry, and
Yep.
it is going to be locked in.
Yep, hard to deny carry these days. I mean, Lancelot was still open. Few other odd choices for the core, but nonetheless, Wise here from ONIC PH wants to lock that in immediately. I mean, it's safe, but not sure in the face of a Yu Zhong, who has been somewhat 50-50 for me, based on my experience watching games in the pro leagues, in the amateurs, and now in the MYTEL International Championship. I don't know exactly how his win rate is going to play out in the long run. Now in the second phase of banning, this is ONIC PH going on the offensive, locking RRQ out of potential cores, taking out the Lancelot. What choices do they have left here, Nomad? Ling already out, Lancelot already out. Um, what's happening to the marksman? Kimmy's still good. There you go.
Yeah.
I remembered. Kimmy's still good.
Claude Claude is still available too, and it's
Oh
still
yeah.
pretty much viable.
What?
And looking at
Yeah.
how the looking at how that RQ is drafting it, I feel like they're looking into getting the big team fights. But the main problem here is that they don't have a dedicated tank, so to speak, that can go for the initiate. If anything, they could actually go for a high loss Kimmy, which would, I guess, be the safer bet here.
I agree. I agree.
Instead of going for the team fight.
Hylos Kimmy is exactly what they're walking themselves into. Not to mention, plus the Valier. So you have the super strong early game, and I mean, it writes itself. After the Jawhead especially, you're able to body block with the Hylos, so your Kimmy is relatively safe. But hold up! They got something spicy. Is this the comeback? Yusin Shin being hovered here. As well, not to
Basha.
mention, Roger's still up there. So again, we are playing with the best of the best in the region, not just locally. We are playing with the greater Southeast Asian metagame. So yeah, I don't doubt the Yusin Shin. Nomad. When was the last time you saw Yusin Shin?
Yisun Shin well, I've actually casted a tournament where they drafted out a Yisun Shin and a Zask. Yisun Shin is very effective in terms of just being able to tear down turrets left and right. And being the primary core, if it is going to be a funneled Yisun Shin, I think it's going to be an impact, but not as big of an impact. And this is a lot of potential side laners here for
Mm-hmm.
Onyx. So it's going to be a support Jawhead more than likely.
All right. Well, with that being said, I do like the Tams lock in. That's safe. Given that again, side laners is the name of the game, and they don't have a real tank, so I'm guessing this is going to be a jawhead mid, a support jawhead, right? So
Yeah,
looking
it
at these
is.
lineups, Nomad, last few seconds before the game starts in, gotta ask you, who's got the advantage?
I don't know, man. Actually liking. Yeah, RRQ is going to be going to prove us how to use Yi Shin in a I guess in a high competitive level aspect, as we didn't actually see Yi Shin in the pro scene quite recently. It's just now that we're seeing him, and it's all going to be all about how Yi Shin is going to be rotating in this game.
Yep. And so far, it's a safe game. Like, I don't see either of these teams going too aggressive. Hold up, big team fight happening here near the river. Little Wanderer already taken here by Albert from
Oh,
RRQ.
there you go.
And they're keeping to their side. Again, they're not picking fights. They don't want this. Not right now.
Yeah, because they're gonna be waiting for Luoyi to, I mean Yi Shin to go online, so they're gonna try to play it as safe as possible. Meanwhile, ONIC PH recognizes that, so they're gonna be playing it safe. But uh, I just have to note here that the the fact that they have a Luoyi on their lineup, ONIC PH would favor the team fights in the early game because rotation is going to dish out a lot of damage.
Oh, look at this duel down bottom. XOXO versus Dilar. They're doing all right, but it's a big rotation, Nomad.
Yeah, from ONIC PH, and they are going to be going in for the fight. Black Dragon form is not yet available, so you're not going to be lasting on that team fight. Make it a one-for-one trade so far. And they are going to be running it off.
Jay's gonna let go.
Get a snipe here. Yeah,
Would not be smart. You're at level 2, less than half health. I think they're fine. So, if anything, still a 1-for-1, ahead by about 100 gold here. RRQ and this Yu Shin, every single minute he's left alone just farming is possibly possibly dangerous for ONIC.
Mm-hmm. And completely dangerous. And Yi Shin, he is currently level 5. He can pop his ultimate, and he did just pop his ultimate. Getting thumbs, Dilar, nowhere to go. Black Dragon form is there to catch the unsuspecting Oh My Venus as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a technical issue that we need to deal with. Please bear with us. We are going to be right back.
Nang zozona dito pero siguradong makukuha na agad ang turtle. Has been slain by YSS pero 824 na iwan ng bahagya. Naku si Bliss tinamaan, nag-Bliss si Madam V kay Bliss dun sa mid lane. Naku po.
Nadali, feeling Bliss nga yun mga besties, pero another one dito, buff has been secured. Si Jay with that ejector, disengaged na lang din mga besties. 4-2 ang ating score. First tower, this has been destroyed by RRQ sa middle lane. No,
Maaga yun Maaga
yun
sa mid lane. Maaga yun sa mid lane. And talaga yung bottom lane si Dealer din medyo nahihirapan eh. Kasi level 6 na rin yung Yuzong. And
dyan, ito po RRQ Indonesia yan mga besties. Kitang-kita nyo naman yung plug dito sa overlay natin. Yeah. So, ONIC PH yung Pinas dito. Tingnan natin, syempre ako naniniwala ako, Pinas malakas. Kaso nga lang, what we see is what we say. Lamang ang RRQ mga bestie. Wow, hindi biro, pati sa gold, 3K gold league kaagad din. No?
early pa lang naman yan, hindi pa natatapos yung laro, mga kaibigan. Huwag kayong kabahan kasi syempre ang mga artista, ang mga bida, nagpapabugbog sa una. Pero tingnan natin dito sa taas, Skylark, naku, napatay pa pala sa bottom lane yung isa doon, Dealer. For the third time around.
Tapos hindi sila
nakabawi. Katulad ng sinabi ko sa'yo, pre, nababantayan o nabibaby nung mid lane, yung bottom lane.
Oo, nako. Mukhang baby, kamo talaga din. Dito ang isang Yishan Shield, laging may backup na Valir si Kuya Bless natin. Pero eto na, another one sa middle lane lang din. Susubok makapag-push ang ONIC PH, but it's a no. And I think they have to defend this bottom lane, ladies and gentlemen. Eto na, si Jay napalaban na agad mag-isa, but there's a flicker out. Here comes Bless. Pasok in na lang din naman mga kaibigan. Ejector na po, si Jay patay na naman mga kaibigan. And another one, yung Dragon dito. Naku po, laban lang. Venus has been taken down as well. And for that na, ONIC PH is on the bad side ngayon ng game number 1, mga bestie. Wow.
Sa ngayon, nandun sila sa point na kailangan pa nilang bumawi sa mga errors na nangyari. So, yung bottom lane, sabihin na natin, Dilar talaga nahirapan dun, guys. Sobrang nahirapan si Dilar kasi ang nangyayari is a 1-1-3 setup coming from RRQ. Hindi sila nagfo-focus sa mid lane. After nilang mabasag yung mid lane, dumiretso na sila ng bottom lane para makuha yung dalawang tore dito. Pero vacuum na, ibigay ni Madam V. Tingnan natin kung si Skylark, ipapalag nga naman din. And ayun, pangalawang beses na vacuum dito, iyak no naman. Tingnan natin kung makakapatay nga ba. Susundan ng mga bagay-bagay, pero medyo makapal yung mga minions sa bottom lane. Kailangan nilang i-clear muna yan ng matindi.
Oo, Kuya Herb, nako po. For this, wala pang napupush ang mga tropa natin sa ONIC PH, mga kaibigan. 6-minute game time na tayo dito. Left behind sila sa gold, pati sa killing score. Ngayon, may carry dito ang ONIC PH. Kailangan ito magpataba. Ang problema, meron ding Yisan Shin, yung RRQ. Ang sakit din yan. Pagka tumataba din. Oo, yun din yun. So, baka pagka nagka-late game man to, mas masakit yung Yisan Shin. Mas mauna siya makapag-farm eh.
Sa ang kalamangan kasi ng RRQ dito sa Yuzong nila, kasi pwede siya mag-engage agad eh. Pero katulad ng sinabi mo, pagka nakapag-farm yung carry, sasaglitin niya lang yan eh. Basic lang yan para sa kanya eh. Pero oops, nakapag-figure out pa nga yung dalawang tropa natin sa top lane. Pero ayos naman yung vacuum dito ni Madam Venus. Napapahirapan niya talaga si Bess. Ang problema lang, medyo masakit na rin yung mga damage na ibinibigay dito ng RRQ. So top lane, mid lane, bottom lane, talagang already pressured for the team RRQ. And 7-2 ang ating score. 6k gold lead agad para sa RRQ. Medyo sa una, nalulugi ang Pilipinas. Pero okay lang yan. Hindi pa tapos ang laban. Alam natin ng ONIC PH, grabe rin naman mag-hold sa kanilang mga linya. Tsaka yung yung patience nila, kakaiba rin naman talaga.
Exactly, mga best to up. So,
Man, that is a scary Yisan Shin. Almost 7,000. 2,000 gold lead ahead of this carry. Having the Blade of Despair as well, and going to be transitioning on over to the second core item here. Very, very scary. But this is still completely doable by ONIC PH. Their win condition here is on Wise, who is currently sitting at a 1-0-1, hasn't died yet. And they just need to make sure that they survive until the 15-minute mark. And that's when they can start striking back, so to speak. But it's really concerning that they don't have any proper initiates here. Are they just going to be settling for the Falling Star Moon or settling for the ejection onto Jay? Who knows? It's still not as solid as Basha, who can, as long as he's rolling in the deep, so to speak, and connects with anybody, that's already one hard CC.
Oh, you know what? I kind of get it now. The Yusin Shin is a super independent marksman, and the ult is just able to really spot people out, so hence how safe he is. I mean, really, the only catch is on the Jawhead, and maybe, as you mentioned, the Falling Star Moon, and even maybe the diversion, if Oh My Venus gets it right, but oh no. Off-cam kill. Caught it just at the last moment. Down goes Iaknu as well. Albert gets the kill. And here is another. They are bringing the pain here. Oh My Venus in trouble. Down he goes. EXO gets him. Jay underneath the turret. Jumped in by Skylar. Uranus gets a kill. And this turret's going to follow through. Nomad, it's just Wise left on the defense. This might just be it.
It will be it. There is no doubt that RRQ is going to be looking for a end game here, and it's looking good. Getting the 1-0 lead in this best of 3 series is going to be impactful moving forward. But ONIC PH, we know them as a team that can, lose out the first game, but then